in, and we have finished extensive hair and makeup, looking good. So happy to be here high above Bear Stadium on what? You can see it off to the right. Oh, you can't see because it's radio. It is not just radio. It is Slam Radio. And we are here. Welcome back, everybody, in our second segment, in our second episode on Sirius XM Radio channel 145, coming to you straight up from a little joint called the State of Texas here at Somerset Academy Collegiate, and we are honored and pumped to be here in our second week. We've got a new crew, and with this new crew, we've got a whole new series that we're going to preview and unleash for you today. I can't wait for y'all to hear what these guys have to say. Off to the far left, off to your far right, it's Spencer Sinclair. If that's not a celebrity name, I don't know what it is. Off to my near left, we've got Isaac Sanchez making the rounds here. And to my right, the esteemed slamcaster herself, Aria Vega. Hey, everybody.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi.
What's going on? How's your morning going?
It's going pretty good, Coach.
Good.
Pretty good.
Excited to be here.
Pretty good. I'm having a wonderful morning. I am so excited to be on this show. And, you know, we've just uncovered something really, really exciting for me and amazing is that we're going to be doing a series. Who wants to tell us? Aria, do you want to kind of, you know, unleash your vision upon us? What is this series about?
So this series is about conspiracy theories, where we get to talk about our opinions and the facts behind these different conspiracy theories every week. So every week we'll have a new one that we get to talk about and debate if we don't agree, and just learn about each other's opinions about them, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, we're going to uncover the truth here that all of these theories are confirmed facts. But other than that, you know, we're going to dig into it. Spencer, what about you? What are you excited about as a part? I think you came up with a large part of this concept, right?
I did.
I've seen your notes. Tell us why conspiracy theories, are they important to you? Any thoughts on that?
I've actually had some stuff happen to me, and I was very interested by it, and I started getting into it a lot more.
Oh, wow. Is there any particular place that you research these theories?
I've been to the Stanley Hotel, and I've had some friends there, I guess.
Where is that at?
I believe it's, I think it's somewhere in Arizona. I'm not sure.
Okay. And why is that notable? Were there movies filmed there, or?
Oh yeah, The Shining was based on it.
I thought that
Based on it?
Based on it.
Wow.
I think it was filmed there too. I think.
That's crazy.
Isn't that in Colorado though?
Oh.
In either case, I mean, it's a very famous hotel.
Yeah.
Isaac, what about you? Why is, you know, I want to just open a conversation here about kind of giving a preview of what the listeners, what our beautiful listeners can look forward to every week. We're going to unleash a new one. I think I've said unleash a few times, but tell us, introduce yourself, Isaac. What's up?
My name is Isaac, and today what we're going to be explaining to y'all, we're not going to deep dive into it yet. We're just going to give y'all a little preview of what some of our theories are. Some of those you can be expecting are the moon landing, aliens, you know, just the basic stuff. But as we continue going on, you'll get some of our inside scoops of our more deeper conspiracy theories that we got going on here.
We're going all the way. We're going all the way to Atlantis over here, to the Bermuda Triangle. Yeah. Aria, what are some up here? We've got our whiteboard filled out super nicely. Aria, bust out some of these here that are important to you.
So, some that are important to me, I think deja vu is really interesting. That may not be considered technically a conspiracy theory, but I think it's a really interesting, I guess, like science, because there is science behind it. So I think that would be really cool to talk about. And I'm also really excited to talk about Gerald the dolphin. I learned that story from my cousin recently. And I think that's going to be really cool to look into. And also the Mandela effect, which is basically where I don't really know how to explain it. The best example I can give.
A good example is more recently, a lot of people thought that Pikachu had a black marking on his tail.
I thought he did too, but the Monopoly Man did not have a monocle. Did you guys know that?
Now, explain that to us.
So the Mandela effect, I don't know the best way to explain it would, I guess, be...
It's different than like
It's
the
like-
butterfly effect, right? Or are they similar?
I think the butterfly effect is different. I'm not
Okay.
too sure what that is.
We're going to get into that. We'll figure it out.
But the Mandela effect is kind of like, like when I was younger, I would read the Berenstain Bears books. But then I remember maybe in like 2022, I saw this thing of the Mandela effect where they were spelled differently. Like the Berenstain, the name was spelled different. And a lot of people remembered it being spelled one way, but it's proven that it was never spelled that way in the first place. So there's just some theories of like, why do a good amount of people remember it one specific way, but it was never, like the prisoner emoji, there was never a prisoner emoji. But I could remember me using it back in like 2017.
Like the bank robber one?
Yeah, the bank robber, or the one with the black and white striped
Yeah.
kind of outfit that the prisoner had on.
Yeah.
So that's a really interesting effect, or the Mandela effect. That's something that I'm really excited to talk about.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot.
And we're going to research these every week, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes,
Yeah,
of
and
course.
present the evidence.
Mm-hmm.
This is so fascinating to me. Spencer, what are some up here that you're kind of like really looking forward to digging into?
For me, I'm gonna have to say the moon landing, obviously.
Yeah, for sure.
Maybe 9/11.
Okay.
And I can see the Vegas casinos. That looks very interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Very fascinating. Yeah, we've got we've got JFK up there, the ever-present conspiracy theory. I heard actually regarding the moon landing that India went and has all kinds of photos of like a week or two ago that they made it to the moon.
I'm not too sure.
Apparently, the United States is looking to go to the moon again this year.
I did hear. I think we heard about that
Yep,
in
but-
CNN.
Yeah, we're not landing though. We're just flying around it.
Flying around the moon.
Yeah, we're not landing on it.
What was there like a reason?
I heard it was financial. We couldn't afford to land.
That's what
was?
I heard too.
So it's kind of like taking a bus, but then you just have to like take the bus back home because you can't afford to get off.
Okay.
Yeah, pretty
Well.
much. Pretty much.
What about you guys? Are there any conspiracy theories that you're excited?
One I'm looking forward to. My mind's blinking, but we were just talking about it. Where you relive stuff that you saw in dreams.
Deja vu.
Deja vu. There
Yeah.
you go. My mind was blinking there a little bit. But yeah, I'm really excited to talk about deja vu. That is quite a big one that I'm really interested in looking into.
What
Yeah.
about you, Coach Ryan?
Well, one that I love, you brought this up earlier, Aria, that is just really fascinating and I think very popular, is obviously the flat earth. Looking into ancient maps and seeing kind of how things have evolved over time, the whole NASA conspiracy.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll just tell you, I have some friends who are diehards on this, and they do come across as very researched. And they've got all their points figured out on why this is so. I find that fascinating. And I think the biggest one for me, as of late, because I'm into conspiracy theories, I find them interesting. I don't have to get hung up on them and become polarized. I just think it's interesting to consider, wow, maybe things are just not as they've always seemed. Maybe there's more to the story. So for me, it's more of an exercise in intelligence and just being an open-minded thinker. And the big one for me right now is our time frame, the Gregorian calendar, in 12 months.
Yeah,
Which we've
that's
always
interesting.
accepted as 12 months. But if you divide 365 days to the most equal number, it comes out as 13. And I find it interesting that November, N-O-V, Nov means 9, Des means 10, October is the 10 month, but it means 8. So I'm looking forward for us to digging into that potentiality that maybe there's really 13-month cycles in nature, not 12.
Yeah, that's also really interesting.
It's very fascinating. So what else we got on here? We've got even some Walt Disney stuff.
Yes, the Frozen
Hi.
Walt Disney.
What do you know about that?
So when researching, I saw and read that when Walt Disney died, he wanted to freeze himself.
Frozen.
And then I believe the Walt Disney family denied that he froze himself, but they made the movie to cover up their searches from the past about freezing bodies and all that stuff.
No way.
With the movie Frozen.
That's crazy.
So it was like a search engine cover up?
yeah.
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
Interesting.
I've also heard, piggybacking off that Walt Disney, that there's tunnels underneath the parks.
Oh, at the which one? Disneyland or Disney World?
No, Disney World.
Oh, in Florida. Wow.
Yeah, in Florida. So I've heard. I'm not sure if it's true, but I know that's a big one that's been around for quite a while.
Yeah, tunnels.
Mm.
Yeah, and then we also have Gerald the dolphin. I talked about that a little bit, but
So Gerald the dolphin, is he kind of like a military spy or an operative?
I wouldn't say so. From no, unfortunately not.
He's not on the payroll.
I
No.
mean, I could see it back in, I think,
But
that fact checked me on this. I think back in World War II, possibly. But I know for a fact that they would train pigeons and missiles to they would tap it and that would guide the missile.
Oh my gosh.
I'm not too sure about that.
Yeah.
But the theory about Gerald the dolphin himself is that there was this man who was found in the water, and he was telling everyone that found him, like doctors and the people who
scientists and stuff?
scientists who study like the human brain, that he was
Psychometrist.
that he was talking and like I guess fell into the ocean maybe, and then dolphins found him and he was able to communicate with the dolphins. And so obviously people did some tests on his brain and on his body at the hospital. He wasn't diagnosed as mentally ill or anything, so he didn't seem like it was just like a crazy guy who's making up this lie. He seemed like a legitimate person. And I also believe, if I remember, he was like an aerospace engineer. So he was a pretty smart guy too. And then with that, his body was found. There was evidence that he was under a lot, like deep into the ocean, but the pressure of his lungs wasn't damaged that bad. So basically, the theory is that these dolphins communicated with humans, with him. I forgot the man's name, but they communicated with him, and then they were just talking, and I don't know about what, but that is a theory that we are able to communicate with dolphins.
Well, I think that was well documented back in, the 80s on that show Flipper?
I'm not too sure,
You
but
don't
I'm
know
not
about that
familiar
one?
with the flipper.
Well,
Coach,
brain-
you're on, Coach.
Yeah, Flipper, that's a big one. I think our listeners will probably know that. And we know that dolphins are scientifically verified to have some of the biggest intellect and brains of any species on this planet.
Yeah.
So I don't put it past Gerald.
Yeah, I don't either.
Fun fact about dolphins. They're pretty cruel. That's not very fun.
Cruel?
But dolphins are, they're cruel. They're mean animals.
Oh, no.
Really?
Yeah, so apparently what they do is they like to, just toss around pufferfish.
They just toss them around?
Yeah.
Like with their fins?
Yeah.
Don't pufferfish like being like...
No, when
Go
they're puffed up, it means they're scared.
Oh, that's right. That is right.
Yeah,
That is
yeah.
right. I did hear that.
Yeah, and
Wow.
so what they'll do is when that poison's released, it gets dolphins under the influence.
Interesting.
Interesting. Where did you learn
Like,
this?
are they kind of like fin-toxicated?
Yes, the type of poison that
I worked hard on
pufferfish-
that.
That was really funny.
The type of poison that
Where's my
puffer-
laughter?
Coach, I'm laughing. Coach, the type of poison they release, it gets them under the influence after they
Yeah.
do it enough. But it's in order to get them like that, they have to scare the pufferfish
Right.
Wow.
and it spikes out.
Right. Spencer, what do you think about all this?
Sounds very interesting. It's my first time hearing about that.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
See, we're going to dig into all this. I mean, a couple other that we have on here. I think we're going to keep this thing rolling. We are hot right now. We've got the Titanic, of course. Who doesn't want to talk about that? Its relationship, perhaps, to agendas in World War one, stuff like that.
Yes.
Here's one that, Ari, you asked me a good question. I don't know how many sports fans we have. Spencer, you're into sports, right?
I am. I'm an athletic trainer.
That's right. That's right. So I've got another friend of mine who's way into like sports gambling and betting and things like that. And he introduced me to this theory that the NFL is rigged, which I don't think that's going to shock many people. But the way he described it was, if you watch an NFL game, every time they kick a field goal, they switch out the ball. And so there's too much money on the line with these games. So the conspiracy theory is that the kicking balls actually have a mechanism inside that can be controlled with a video game stick. So they can actually throw the kicks if they want.
So there's like someone with the remote who's able to decide where the ball goes, if it goes through the goal or not.
And that's why sometimes the kickers, they kick a kick and they see it not go through. And you see this instant look on their face of like just being baffled. Like I kicked that dead on and it just went.
Yeah.
That's
I
an
know.
interesting one.
That is
Yeah.
pretty interesting, Coach.
I know I don't watch too many sports and I don't watch football often, but I do know that whenever my family, they get really
they
into the
really get
game and
into
all
it.
that. So I don't put it past the NFL if they are.
Another thing that I heard is
Freaking
that
games.
you know how like a couple weeks after the Super Bowl they released like the next Super Bowl art, like like you know what I'm talking about, like a trailer or like the picture of the next Super Bowl, and the colors in the background. People say that the colors correlate to teams and which ones are going to show up in the Super Bowl.
So it's like
Wow.
scripted.
Yeah, some people believe that.
Some people do.
Yeah, that those colors correlate to the teams that will be playing.
Interesting.
It's kind of crazy because the past couple years where they released those teasers for the next Super Bowl, teams with those colors end up making it in to the Super Bowl.
Gosh. Wow.
Wow.
You can
It
create
doesn't happen
reality
every
with
time,
art.
but
Yeah. So Spencer, I don't know. We've kind of gone down our preliminary list here, haven't we? Oh no, here's another one. Aria brought this up. Who isn't interested in AI at this point? I mean, that's a hot topic we're seeing in audio video class. Not only from our production point of view, but just in terms of this new juggernaut of technology that we're learning how to make friends with.
Yeah.
Is it a friend? Is it a foe? Aria, tell us about this. Do you know about this? Like, how was AI created?
So there has been research or just talk about that AI as
AI.
That AI was created by basically everyone's phones. Kind of essentially. I may need a little help to connect it.
Like kind of extracting data.
Yes, like
from
the research that like all the stuff that we ask our phone or all the information we put on our phone, from the apps we download, the documents we write, the photos we upload, all that stuff.
That is something else. Spencer, what do you think about that? Could AI just be more of a thievery project from all of these, 20 years of us typing stuff into our smartphones?
Oh yeah, totally.
I could see that, Coach. I think it was either a couple months ago or last year, they were trying to delete a version of this AI, and the AI like saved itself from getting deleted. Yeah, it's crazy.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So there's a little preview of
Yeah.
some of the things, maybe about a dozen things that we're looking forward to digging into. Actually, let me correct that. It's not a dozen. It's going to be 13. Get it?
13 months.
Gregorian calendar.
Yes. I get
So, all right. So we have one for you today. We're going to take maybe a few minutes here and give you our kind of intro, our intro to conspiracy theories and what's bigger. I don't know, across generations and generations, before smartphones, before AI, before TikTok, before Instagram, there was, Spencer, what do we got here? Number one on the board. What's the biggest conspiracy theory? Probably over the ages.
40 to 50% of Americans believe in ghosts.
Oh, ghosts.
Paranormal activity.
Paranormal activity is probably the OG.
And I believe in it.
Really?
Aria is
think I
saying
do.
thumbs up on this
Thumbs
one.
up already.
Well, maybe not how like most movies or
Portray
TV shows, portray it. I don't necessarily think it's like not always a demon,
Yeah.
but I don't doubt it.
Do
that
you
there's
believe in like
ghosts.
different types of ghosts?
Yeah, there's definitely friendly ghosts for sure. Is that what you're asking?
No, but
Oh.
we'll go with that.
Okay. Well, I believe that there are different ghosts. Maybe I just don't know if there's a way I wouldn't believe in ghosts. But I don't think that they're all bad and how they're seen in like movies. Like The Conjuring, when I first watched it, I was really scared because I thought like, wow, these are like really bad spirits that don't have any good intention. But I don't know, I don't think that that's 100% true.
Would you say that you're a very spiritual person, Arya?
No.
No.
I'm not a very spiritual person.
Oh,
But just from like a average like point of view, I don't doubt it that there are ghosts.
Yeah.
'Cause,
And we,
yeah.
yeah.
That's what I
I mean,
believe.
why doubt it? I mean, they've been talking about this stuff for,
Ages.
millennia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For 6,000 years?
Yeah.
6 minutes. Okay, our producer's telling us that we've got to get after it here. All right, so we're going to share a little bit here. What are Isaac? What are some other facts, some factoids we've dug up about this paranormal activity?
That sleep paralysis affects 8.1 of the population. 81, sorry. Wait,
88.1%.
sorry, I'm a little.
I think it's
I'm
just
reading that
8%.
too.
yeah,
8%.
8%. Sorry,
Okay.
we got that a little confused.
Sorry, there was
That's
a
okay.
ghost in the way. I couldn't see that number.
Yeah.
Exactly.
My bad. So what does that have to do with ghosts?
Well, a lot of people who have sleep paralysis often see ghost-like figures
Oh.
or demon-like figures in that sleep paralysis state that they're in.
Okay. So sleep paralysis is a modern term that may refer to some sort of a possession or visitation of sorts.
More of a visitation. Like on social media, a lot of the, people like to make jokes and memes about something called a sleep paralysis demon.
Ooh.
Wow.
Yeah. Okay, that's deep.
That is
Very.
deep, coach.
All right. And then the next one here, what do we got here? Our number
It's
3 point.
30 to 79% of the world religions have at least one paranormal belief.
Yeah. 30 to 79.
That's a pretty wide range.
It's a very
but-
wide range, and I'd almost venture to say it might be more like 79% to 100.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, because there's so many of these stories, whether or not they're analogies or parables or allegories, they still involve this very much supernatural
Natural.
phenomenon. And one may wonder, just throwing this out there, guys, is that these books with these what may be allegories or story forms of deeper esoteric truth could actually create these ghosts in the collective conscience. Because we're raised with ghost stories. We're raised with the tooth fairy and the boogeyman and things like this. And we have, it's funny also, in the movie theaters, I'm always amazed because I like to watch a lot of movies. I mean, that's one of the things I like to do to just get out for a minute.
Yeah.
Just horror movies in general featuring paranormal activity are like dominating the box office.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
It seems like it's like 5-1. What happened to all the comedies?
Oh, you know a good horror movie that I like?
Comedy horror?
Yeah. Scary movie.
Yeah. That's deep.
I recently watched this one movie. I think it was The Mortuary Assistant.
The mortuary.
Mortuary?
Yes.
Mortuary? I don't know how to say
Yeah,
it.
what was that like?
But I actually had to walk out.
No way.
Yeah,
Really?
it was just so frightening. I think that's why a lot of people may either not believe in ghosts or think it's just because people exaggerate it so much. Like there was this figure down and it was just so tense. The music, the lighting, everything about it. You knew what was coming, and then there was like a jump scare, and I had to get out, so I left after that. But that
She's a
was a
scaredy
really
cat,
scary.
guys.
I'm not a scaredy cat, but it was a really good movie for the part that I watched,
And then she got scaredy cat. And then
and then I left
Jumped
and I
out her
went
seat.
home.
Yeah.
But
and-
it's okay.
All right, not
That's
to take
okay.
away from you, but just saying that, I mean, maybe some of these stories that we get told as children, maybe they contribute to some of this phenomenon happening within the human brain. It's
Yeah.
possible.
I agree.
It's definitely possible.
Definitely.
And then Spencer's going to, let's see, what's the fourth one here?
Many locations believed to be linked to paranormal activity.
So we all know the old,
Haunted
stories of
house,
haunted
graveyards.
houses, and we celebrate that stuff at Six Flags. You go into all the haunted
Yeah,
houses.
Fright Fest
You
and
know
all that.
a fun fact that I learned about graveyards.
About graveyards.
About graveyards. A lot of them are very well documented. Like they know like the exact place that a person was buried, who's there. The groundskeeper like notices tiny stuff that's off. Like it's very well maintained. So that's a little fact I learned.
Interesting stuff. All right. Any closing thoughts? I know one of you had a ghost story for yourself. Is there any? Does anybody have a real life, sighting of any of these beings or entities? Or
I've never seen one myself,
No,
but
I have not.
I've heard stories from my family.
yeah.
Spencer, have you?
I've had an encounter inside
Inside
my
the
old
hotel?
house.
Oh.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Well, tell us a little bit about it.
So it was really late at night.
Okay.
I was around like 8, and I was laying in my bed, and in the kitchen. This is a little short house, 1 story, and the kitchen is kind of in the center of it, and from the kitchen, one of the not plastic cups,
Mm-hmm.
it flew across the kitchen, and
Flew?
And you saw this happen.
I didn't, but it was really loud.
Like you heard it.
Oh yeah, it was like a throw.
Did you see where the cup landed after it was thrown?
Me personally, no, but my dad did.
Dang.
Wow.
So your dad looks at you right in the eye and says, "I witnessed this."
Dang.
He did?
That's crazy. Now that Spencer says that, he just reminded me of I actually have had a personal experience.
You did. You had a rendezvous.
Yes.
Okay. What
So
happened?
I was like 7, maybe 8 at my grandmother's house. I was staying the night with her. And they had this, before they remodeled everything, they had like this library room to the right with a computer. And one night I was up late on the computer and they were already asleep. And the front door has like glass panes. Like they're not see-through, but they're transparent glass panes.
Like the ones like opaque, like translucent.
Yeah, like that, where like you can't see inside or out, but like you can see like if there's someone standing, like you can just see their
Okay,
figure,
yeah.
but you can't see in or out.
Not clearly.
Yeah,
Okay.
and the porch I was on, and we had like these really bright like LED white lights back then, so like the porch is super bright. And I'm sitting there playing the game, and I turn around and I see this figure in the glass pane, like just standing there, like really close. Like it looks like it's in the pane. So like I freak out, and I hide behind the chair because I'm little. And
How old were you? Oh, you
I
were
was
7?
like 7, maybe
Or
8.
6.
And like I'm like peeking, and it's still there. So then like I get up to go get my grandpa to wake him up, and he comes out to check it out, and when I come back, like it's gone, like it's not in the glass pane no more. And
Wow.
I'm telling him, I'm like, it was there, like
You're
I
for sure
saw
there.
it.
You saw a shadow.
Yeah, I was like, yes, I'm
you
for
weren't
sure.
just really tired.
Yeah, I'm like,
Wow.
something was there. So he goes out and checks, and like he doesn't find anything. He doesn't find anyone.
And you just went back to sleep after that?
Yeah,
Wow.
he took me to sleep with him, and we just went to bed.
Wow.
But
Wow.
my grandma's house is known for being haunted, so.
Well, there you go. I mean, that sounds like a true, authentic rendezvous. Sorry, I worked hard on that.
That was funny,
that-
Coach.
that
I was
was
really
fun.
working on that.
That was
Okay,
fun.
well,
That's
I guess
funny.
Don't worry. That was
I'm
funny,
so
Coach.
scared at this point. I need to go lay down and just get my nerves in order. But I'll tell you what, this has been an amazing and engaging preview for our upcoming series. We've got Team Aria, Isaac, and Spencer Sinclair.
Coach, it's actually Isaac and Friends.
Isaac and Friends.
It's not called ice.
Aria and Friends. Spencer and
Aria.
Friends. All right, well, let's
No,
roll
no,
this
definitely.
music. Guys, thank you so much for
Definitely
joining
not
us.
Aria and
Look
Friends.
forward every week, Wednesdays at 3 p.m. Central on Sirius XM Radio, channel 145. You're going to hear what? You're going to hear the Slam Antonio Radio Network bringing to you conspiracy theories. We're going to dig deep. We're going to find the truth, and we're going to get your opinions. We look forward to it. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank
Have a great
you.
ride home. Wherever you're going, be safe. We'll see you next week. Happy April Fool's Day.
Easter. Oh, not Easter.
April Fools.
April Fools.
Gotcha.
Easter's coming up though.
I forgot today was April Fool's Day.